Hi guys and welcome to another round of Speed Force Racing in the GP1. I'm Sensei Martins and I'm gonna take you to today's race, starting with the driver's standings. Medium Pilot is leading with only 7 points ahead of P. Wouters. P3 is Nolan, P4 is Gilles, P5 is Nicomania, P6 is James Braddon, P7 is Sam, P8 is Raikkonen, P9 is Bundy, P10 is Verstappen, P11 is Honey Badger, P12 is Midnight, P13 Bullet Boy, P14 Chain Game, P15 Ollie, P16 Gasly, 17 Fojo, P18 is Big Virgil, P19 Vin, and P20 is Nexus Morris. Then going on to the constructors, Williams is leading in front of McLaren and Haas. P4 is Mercedes, P5 is Red Bull Racing, P6 is Renault, P7 is Sport Pista Racing Point, P8 is Alfa Romeo, P9 is Toro Rosso, and P10 is Ferrari. I'm alone tonight. I am with the godfather of Speed Force Racing, of commentating. I'm with Jack tonight. Jack, how are you doing today?
I am very well. How are you, Sensei?
I'm very good.
I've been very busy. What have you been up to this week? Because I haven't actually been on SFR this week. I've been quite busy being away.
Yeah. I'm not going to speak too much adventure in SFR this week. It didn't went well, but yeah, I didn't do a lot. Went for a game of soccer with some friends yesterday, but not much more.
Well, looking forward to tonight's premiere race. We have two people with qualifying bans. That is Nicomania, who's carried over from Hungary after he didn't arrive here in Spa, and Chain Game well for causing a first cap collision. Nonetheless, though, this is going to be phenomenal. I don't know how the racing's been here in SFR this week because I've been away, but nonetheless, I assume it's been phenomenal, as it always is. And being at Monza, I mean, Sensei, you're looking forward to this one.
I'm very looking forward to this one because, just like last week, it's a track with a lot of overtaking opportunities. It's this, of course, the track with the most straight line. I think 75% is just full throttle. It's a crazy track, and I think there will be a lot of disqualifies tonight again.
There most certainly will be. Obviously, though, the biggest talking point of today, F1 2021 was revealed.
It is. I didn't read much about the real things, but I've seen the pictures and I really like the car.
Well, let me give you some interesting facts about the F1 2021 car, because in F1 currently they use 50% of the downforce and they lose that behind a car. That's the problem. Drivers then can't follow very closely because the car isn't very active. The 2021 regulations, though, they estimate the car will be only running on 10% of downforce behind the car. I mean, that's mental, isn't it?
That's crazy. That's just mind-blowing.
It truly is. But also we have a few more interesting facts. They're condensing the weekend, which means we might get multiple races, who knows. I've heard rumours, though, of a 25 race calendar in the works.
I think that's too much. They are
25
now already
is
saying
insane.
22 is too much for next year. I don't think they will do 25. Don't think that will ever happen.
No, I don't think 25 will work either. But nonetheless, the cars look beautiful. They remind us all, as we look at a more futuristic version of the McLaren MP4-4, that legendary car that dominated the F1's most successful Grand Prix car. That's what that car is. Other things, I mean, today is well, we're starting to get to the build-up now of the US Grand Prix, and a absolute butt ton of helmets were released, so I was feeling very happy when I managed to have a look at them. I sent you a few, didn't I? Which did you like the most of?
I think that George Russell is really the best one.
Oh,
I also like the
really
one of Lando Norris, but yeah, the one of George is the best one.
Yes, George Russell having the best helmet for this Grand Prix when in America, as always. But nonetheless, looking forward here to premiere. I mean, what's going to stop it? Is Medium Pilot going to have such a run today to get up there? This is obviously the temple of speed. How are we faring?
I'm gonna do a prediction. The one that qualifies in P3 will win this race.
P3?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's my prediction.
Elaborate. Why would the driver in P3 though win the race?
I just have a feeling or something. He will take of course, the slipstream of the pole position of the first driver. I just have a feeling. So I really hope that that it will be a close race with a lot of overtaking every lap. That the lead is also very close, because most of the time in the GP1 the midfield is very close, but the lead is already decided in a few laps. But yeah, I hope a close race till the end.
I most definitely agree. Though the championship, well and truly alight, no real choice of who's going to win the race, win the championship so far.
No,
8 points in it.
It's very close. It's 8 points and then 83 between P3 and P2. But I really hope that Gilles has a good race again. I say it every week, and every week it keeps.
Luck.
it's unbelievable. Leading the race last week and had to retire because of his internet connection. It's crazy. I don't think I ever saw something with that much of bad luck.
Yes, we always want to see good luck from drivers, and we want to see what everyone does. So now we're getting ready. We'll be heading over the trackside in a moment.
Do you think it will rain? Or do you hope
I think rain would be wonderful. Rain would be a lovely addition.
Because the last two races, it always rains.
Who was P3? P3 in the championship was Gilles, who is normally in the Haas.
Gilles is P4,
is he not?
I think.
Gilles is P4. Who's P3 then?
P3 is Nolan.
Nolan, of course, and Nolan, who so far hasn't emerged tonight. So, questions and answers as we get sent over the trackside. Who's excited?
I am. I'm very excited. Like always.
So
going to the qualifying. Imagine raining during qualifying.
Oh. Are we talking like light rain, or are we talking 2018 proper heavy rain? No one can see. No, 2017 when Lance Stroll got second.
That was an unbelievable race. Lance Stroll getting second, that's already mind blowing, because yeah.
So
I'm not gonna say what I thought, but I don't think Lance Stroll is the best driver of the field. Just gonna say that.
I don't think Lance Stroll deserves to be in Formula 1, let alone be in any form of racing, seeing as Daddy bought his way in. I don't care. I'm retiring. I can say what I like. It's for the news streamers to deal with.
And it is dry.
I do enjoy being the old man that's able to retire as I drop something. Put that down. Oh, 17 drivers. This is going to be really fun. So, fully dry is the weather report from the pit lane. And now we see... Look at that, you're getting it all set up. Watch more.
I'm trying. Doing my best I can.
You are close.
And I think Verstappen is the first one, indeed. Yes. Just in front of P. Wouter, I think? No. It is.
No, that's Honey Badger. I think.
Oh yeah, Honey Badger, of course.
Yeah, it's Honey Badger, yeah. It's okay, yellow and orange do look good. You know what? Before orange had its name orange, it used to be called red yellow. So, you were close.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's a little history lesson. So, what's the strategy round? Well, actually, no, it's not talking about strategy until the last point of qualifying.
I think it's a one-stop. It's clearly a one-stop, I think. Just from soft to medium, it's really possible at this track. So I don't think there will be much other strategies we will see this race.
Obviously, this is the race after the race that Charles Leclerc won in 2019, and you got to say that was a phenomenal drive from Charles Leclerc to win this race.
It was a phenomenal drive. Even as a Hamilton fan, I have to commit. He was great. But after that, I think it went too much to his head or something.
No, I think he had. I think there's just a couple of races where he went bad. Max Verstappen's had the same problems. Not Verstappen indeed. In SFR, but Max has had the same problem, and his arrogance really. I mean, as a motorsport marshal, I was annoyed with him for not lifting off in that corner.
Yeah.
As a
Also the move on
spectator, I
Bottas lost in Mexico.
the Bottas one wasn't bad for me.
Yeah,
The
it
move
was.
on
It was.
Magnussen
Yeah.
was
Oh,
awful.
Magnussen
Speaking of
too.
Verstappen, he's lucky not to get blocked by Bundy there.
Yeah. Bundy went out of the way good. I don't know if he went good for Honey Badger, but there's a clear gap, so it will be okay, I think. Verstappen now going to the first time
Oh,
on sector 1 at 26.0.
I should probably mention this is Halloween.
It is Halloween.
It is, and Honey Badger's come dressed up. He is.
And
Oh,
the chain game
well,
is
retiring.
out.
Well, that's down to his qualifying ban.
Oh yeah, of course.
So,
Not so exciting like I thought.
GP3, the video is up for GP3, so if anyone hasn't seen that, you can go ahead and watch that. Thank you to Alex for recording that in my absence. But yes, back to you. I'll let you take the reins.
Verstappen now going to the final part of the track. I think it's the same here from track limits, that they really have to watch out in the last corner to not go over the line. Verstappen is going to set the... Oh, he doesn't set the time. He just goes straight into the pit.
Honey Badger, who's wearing his pumpkin helmet, turned up in fancy dress tonight, is about to cross the line.
Honey Badger
And
is
the
going in a
Dutchman...
1:19.5.
So the Dutchman does go fastest. Pivoltas and the McLarens coming side by side. Pivoltas giving the toe to his teammate, but Gilles, fastest man in P1 now on the soft compound tyres. Voltas on the medium compound. That's a competitive time so far, isn't it?
It is a very good time in 18.9. We already saw Gilles is very good in qualifying, and yeah, the luck didn't went his way during the races.
Definitely not. So, how many drivers do you think want to turn up in fancy dress? I mean, Sam's on a lap right now, and he's got Kush behind him. Kush getting through.
Kush is doing a good lap, I think. Not the
Canadian.
The year yet for Ferrari and SFR.
Whoa.
Went a little white there.
So, what can Kush do?
And Nick Mania also retired due to his qualifying ban.
It's very good of them to witness the fact that they had that qualifying ban, and they have acknowledged it, so they will be free to race next week as we head to Singapore.
What time can Kush and the Ferrari set?
Home race for the Ferrari team. He's within track limits. Coming towards the line now. What can he do? Crosses the line. It's a 120.
P10 at the moment, the last one on the soft tires.
Yeah, Bundy and Bullet Boy. Well, Bullet Boy doing definitely a mistake-filled lap. But Bundy currently a 120. Bullet Boy is about to improve that. Bullet Boy goes to a 120.2.
122 on the hards. That's not bad.
That's a very quick lap time.
Yeah.
There.
But I don't really know why he is doing the hards. Maybe just trying to see how fast they can go. Or he wants to do a two-stop with hards and then going onto the soft. But I don't think that it's needed on Monza. You can start on the mediums and go into the soft, but I don't think you really need the hard tire compound.
It'll be interesting to see different strategies.
Yeah, it is.
So what can all these drivers do? 12 minutes of qualifying down, and Ferraris are not, well, one's not qualifying due to a previous ban, and one is currently sat in P11 on an in lap.
Now Verstappen going on a time lap.
Ah, yeah. In all of this, Finn is third place. What can Verstappen do in his Red Bull? Funny, because he actually started the league. He reserved for one race in Toro Rosso, and then got a permanent seat in Red Bull.
Yeah, that's
we didn't plan that. I'm not kidding. We didn't plan it. It just happened.
That's really cool. That's a cool story. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I think I kicked a driver out because he was being incredibly disrespectful. I can't remember the full story behind how this seat came available. But to be honest, I've kicked a lot of people out in my time I'm old.
Verstappen finished in the points for the last 4 races, so he is doing a great job at the moment.
Certainly is. Now, qualifying here, he hasn't done a lap time yet. What do you think is going to happen to this?
I don't think that this will be a very good lap. His sector 3 was a 52.6, I think. That's not the best time, but maybe he can improve during the sector 3. But I think he will be around P8, P9.
He's not, doesn't seem to be pushing very hard, does he?
No,
it's a smooth lap, but it's going to be a quick lap. My goodness, it's a quick lap.
It is. He surely did improve the last sector then. 119.5, putting him in P3 just behind Honey Badger.
Raikkonen and Laserlord are both on lap times. Laserlord is the closer one towards the end of the lap, so if you could go on board with him.
Yep. Laserlord at the moment didn't set a lap yet, just like Raikkonen. What can he do?
24, Toro Rosso coming towards the line now.
He's going to get a 120.6, putting him in P13. Then we're watching to Raikkonen.
Raikkonen passed Sem in that. Unless he's backed off, I think Raikkonen did pass the McLaren.
Raikkonen goes in. Oh,
wow!
119.1. I think he had some slipstream from P. Woutersen.
But no one is currently matching Gilles, who's at a 118.9. Gilles got traffic in front of him.
And Raikkonen just going straight. I think Verstappen is on a time lap again. If I'm looking to that good. Or he is just going to...
No, he's pitting.
Pits. No, he is pitting.
Midnight is on a lap. He's a little bit down on his previous lap time.
Sam is also going to cross the line. Can he improve on his time? Yes, he can. Goes to a 119.0. Set him into P2. And what can Midnight do? He's 7 tenths up to his time.
Who's that? It's a racing point of Gasly, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a Toro Rosso. It's Toro Rosso of, I think, at Slazer. We're missing one Toro Rosso.
I think that will be a very good lap time for a Midnight.
He will going on to a whopping lap time. Oh, no, it's invalidated.
Count. It was a 118.5 if I saw that good. That was a crazy lap.
Medium pilot.
P-Waters go fastest. 2
Medium
tenths.
Pilot.
Faster.
What can the championship going to do? He's so close towards the line. He's going to be faster. He is faster by a smaller margin.
Oh my god, that's so close between the two fighting for a championship.
Honey Badger 2. What can he do? He's quick here. The Dutchman goes sick. This is not even the final runs of qualifying.
It is so unbelievably close.
Mike Bundy has got Bullet Boy in front of him.
Gush going into the gravel.
Mike Bundy's got Bullet Boy in front of him. And Bullet Boy cutting corners on his outlap. I'll wait to get out of the way. I mean...
Yeah, I think that was
really
to
do
disturb
that. It
the
was,
lap of Bundy.
It was to get out of the way, but you know, that's not how you get out of the way. But then again, I'm grumpy and grizzled, and you know, people seem to do what they like on games like this, and to be honest, I've given up caring.
Bundy really needs to improve his lap. What is he gonna do? A 119.7. Put him into P10 at the moment.
Both Hasses are squabbling a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're preparing themselves for giving slipstream into each other.
I'm not sure. They're both on in laps, by the looks of it. Braden's going a little bit faster. No, he's not. He's backing off. So, who else is on a lap time? Vin is on a lap time with the orange and white helmet.
He has 3 tenths up to his time, so it can be a good lap. Maybe he can go for a low 119, 19.0, 19.1 or something.
That would place him...
Can put him in P5. That should be a good lap for Vin then. What can you do in the last sector?
All the time can be lost on one braking zone. It's a quick lap time.
It is a 119.2, putting him into P6 at the moment.
Verstappen on another lap time. As someone cuts turn 1, who was that? It was not Vin. I'll find out who that was.
Verstappen now going very fast into this first sector, into the second sector, sorry. Can he still improve on his time?
I think it was Raikkonen that cut the corner.
Yeah, I didn't saw it.
Why do people feel the need to do this?
Verstappen going really fast. On the straight with the DRS now. He is a little bit up on his time, not that much. So I don't think that's going too far, and very good from him to keep the car, because he could have been crashed there. Lost his rear, but he did very good to hold the car in one piece.
I think, did I miss a memo where people, if they weren't on lap time or outlap, they could just like pass off the edge of the track?
Laserrod has crashed just into the barriers. He's not out, that's a luck for him, because he didn't set a good time yet. That's not good for the confidence, I think.
It truly isn't. They're currently last place in the time lap standings. Raikkonen also starting a lap time, and I'm just curious to see if I've missed a memo where drivers just pull off the track, because then, you know, as a marshal I can ignore that. If someone just pulls in front of me, yeah, you can say that. Clearly he's just waiting to make a gap. Clearly.
What can Raikkonen doesn't doing a good lap, he's already won. Oh, he's cutting the corner now.
Is he? Let's have a look, see if we can shame him. I want to see him do a Scari. See if he cuts that.
I think Gasly is on a timed lap. He is a little bit up on his time.
So I wonder if Raikkonen is going to take the Verstappen line and say that he saw someone crash. Did he? Does he?
Ah, he was just alone. I think, yeah, he didn't want to take any risk or something.
Right. I don't believe in cutting the corners. The track limits are there, even whenever you're on track. The track limits are there for a reason. If you're on a time lap or not, is my opinion. But then again, why should I have an opinion? No one ever listens to it.
You're just saying things and no one cares.
No one cares what I say anyway. Gasly on a lap time.
He is 1/10 up on his time. Can he improve that into the last sector? Mike Bundy going into P11. Or was
Kushner actually improving to P9.
P9. That's an okay lap from him. Medium Pilot going fast now. A 1:18.6. That's his last attempt. And P White is going even faster.
Wow.
I think that's a provisional pole for P Wouters then.
Well, what Pilot could do, he's got enough time to do a slow lap, recharge his battery, and go again on this same set of tyres, but he does not have time to pit. Gasly going incredibly slowly into turn 1. He's not on low fuel.
And so many people in the pits still.
It is.
I hope they won't do like the F1 teams in Monza did. That they all can set a time. Who wants to set a time? And now they're too late.
Well, let's hope that they don't all try and go for a slipstream, because that'd be ridiculous. Kushner on a slow run. Laserlord back on an outlap now as he strives to qualify outside of the last position on the track. Medium Pilot looks like he's pushing towards the pit lane, so he might try and box, get in, and get back out.
Nah, that's not possible. No, it isn't. It's only 1 minute 50 seconds. That's not possible.
This will be interesting.
Going into the pits. But I don't think that's impossible to get out. So
they said the outlap is a 1:55. So yeah, guys, if you are a driver in the Premier Division, best not write in the chat, even if you're in the pit lane. Just focus on getting your driving sorted.
Laserlord 2/10 up now on his time. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, mate, do it. Your lead.
He is doing very good at the moment. On this lap, I mean, not on his standing, of course. He has to set a fast time now.
So, What can he do?
6 tenths up, so now around a 120. That's not good enough yet. Only to improve 1 position.
Got a few cars in front of him, luckily knowing when to get out of the way. I think that McLaren's going to get very close. Who is it? It's Mike Bundy, sorry, it's
Mike
Renault.
Bundy. He did okay.
Oh. Laserlord just carving through the field. Gasly retiring. Carving through the field like he's Daniel Kvyat, trying to get through. What can he do? It's going to be close.
It is a 119.7 P13.
The only driver not in the 119s is Bullet Boy, who's about to start his lap time now. The final lap times are about to begin. What will transpire? Because the top 2 are not on track. Gilles, though, is.
Gilles is the only possibility, I think, to still take pole position. Also Raikkonen doing a time lap now, 110 up on the start.
Verstappen won't make it. Verstappen isn't going to make it. Neither is James Braden. Bullet Boy has made it. 2 drivers miscalculating.
Yeah,
James Braden.
I thought that already.
Did you? But that's Gilles. Gilles isn't going to make it. He's on that lap.
Gilles, indeed. Gilles didn't make it, I think. Or it is a mistake of the game. That's 10th out lap.
Because I thought he wasn't on that lap.
Yeah, he was. I think this is a time lapse from Gilles, if I'm honest. I think that's a mistake of the game then. Because there was also no finish flag next to his name.
Most certainly. So Bullet Boy and Braden will not make it to the end of qualifying. They will not make it to the flag. Gilles is...
And Gilles! Oh, that's a crash.
No!
It will be pole position for P Wouters. Gilles crashed his car.
Honey Badger, he's on the ray as well. What can he do?
There are yellow flags there. Don't know if Max Verstappen is looking with us.
Max is the PlayStation approach. You don't care. Just keep going. What can the Pumpkinhead Dutchman do? Spoopy, scary. Is it
case
pole?
Of track limits. What can he do?
Close.
He goes to a P3. That's a good lap. 180.8 for Honey Badger. And I think that's it then. That's the qualifying over. P Wouters taking pole position. And if my prediction is right, Honey Badger will win this race.
We shall see what happens.
That should be a crazy result for him, I think.
So, wow, that was a quick lap time, and I think Gilles is going to be really ruining that mistake. So ultimately, that was a wonderful qualifying session.
Yeah, very good one from Honey Badger, who only has P11 in the championship. Now P3 on the starting grid. He really got talent. I think that's also a case of luck with him.
Okay. Do you go through the order?
Yep. So the qualifying is P Wouters will take pole position, medium pilot is in P2. Then it is Honey Badger in P3, Gilles in P4, Sam P5, Raikkonen P6, Vin P7, Bundy in P8, Verstappen P9, Kash P10, Midnight P11, Gasly P12, James P13, Laserlord P14, Bullet Boy 15, Chain Game 16, and Nicomania will start at the back of the grid. Chain Game and Nicomania had a penalty, so they didn't have a time set.
And obviously everyone who qualified outside of the top 10 on fresh tyres here in Monza.
I think the most of them will start on the mediums.
It will be interesting. I mean, we know for a fact that there's going to be collisions on the game. I mean, there's collisions everywhere. The turn 1 is so difficult here. Curb de Grande into the second chicane and Valesmos. This is going to be really interesting. Plus, we've seen how slippy, especially from Gilles, we've seen how slippy Ascari is on this game. It's like a flatter version of a Rouge and Radion, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very annoying sometimes. Didn't know. I don't think you watched the GP4 race, but also a lot of DNFs there. Just people miscalculating corners and that stuff. Thinking that they can go fast during some corners and then just lost their car and crashed out. It is not raining, it is a clear weather in front of us, so I don't think it will be raining at any point of this Grand Prix.
Oh!
But that's not sure, of course.
I've been told by my people in the radio room that there's no rain available. here's an interesting one for you. The only driver outside of the top 10 to qualify on different on the soft compound tyre, sorry, try and get that out, is Gasly. So Gasly, the only driver out of Kushtor, Midnight, himself, Braden, Laserlord, Bullet Boy, Nick, and Chain Game, the only one opted for the soft tyres. He might be one to watch off the start.
That's, yeah, like I said, the most of the P11 to P17 are on the medium. Only Gasly is going onto the soft tire. All the rest is going onto medium. And of course the top 10 is starting on a soft tire where they qualified on.
So, who is going to win this race? Well, we've seen that our friend Senna, Sensei, whatever your name is. Who are you today?
It's the same. It's all the same. Senna, Sensei. If you call me Mark, it's just call me whatever you want.
It's funny that your name's Sensei, I'm the one with the long beard. You said that Honeybun is going to win the race because he qualified in P3.
Yep.
What will happen? I, personally, I'm going to have a look at our friend Verstappen off the line in P9.
I'm gonna watch the front, of course. P-Rotors and Medium Pilot. Fighting for the championship. Only 7 points between them. What will happen today in the championship fight? Will P-Wouters take the lead back? Or can Medium Pilot increase his advantage? We'll see it in no time.
All the cars are now lining up. Only waiting on Chain Game and Nick. They are now slipping into the grid slots. I'll hand you over to Senna for lights out.
Preparing for the race start. The red lights are gonna start going on, and at the moment they go off, we will be starting 27 laps of the Italian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. It's a good start from
Gasly
P-Rotors.
didn't move! Gasly didn't move at all off the line!
And it's P-Rotors leading. What will happen into turn 1? P-Rotors in front of Medium Pilot, in front of Gilles. Sam in P4, fighting with Honey Badger. P-Rotors still leading this race in front of Medium Pilot. Gilles, I think Gilles gonna try it already. On Medium Pilot for P2. Can Gilles outbrake him? There's contact between them. And Gilles backs off, holds P3. Honey Badger takes P4 over again. And that's very close there, with a few cars on. Yeah, on one... I don't know what I'm saying, but it is close. Raikkonen only 1/10 behind Sam. So I think he will try to take that P5. But he is not fast enough to try and overtake him. While Verstappen is trying to move on Vin. And now what will happen? First time we will cross the line. P-Wouters already has 1 second on Medium Pilot.
Oh, Midnight is weaving all over the track in P10. I'm sure Jim Brennan will be debating about that. No, he was weaving, just aggressively weaving.
Oh.
Kushtor and Bullet going side by side through Parabolica, trying not to hurt each other. Kushtor's just going backwards on this first lap.
Verstappen is going to try it on Vin for P7. Brakes late. That's a clean move from Verstappen. Going into P7 now. Trying to get his way up on the field. And there was a start. No big incidents, I think.
No, little note off the start though. Obviously Gasly did not move off the line as I shouted at full volume. Chain Game got forced out onto the gravel at turn 2 by Laserlord, but that's all okay in Love of War. This is how it goes. Sam on the back of Honey Badger.
Yeah, it's very close. Will Sam try it on this straight? Honey Badger is extremely fast on the straight, I think. Sam now getting a little bit closer, but not close enough at all to try and overtake him. Honey Badger a little bit sliding into the corners, so I think he doesn't have any downforce at the moment. Just going to be fast on the straight. Will Sam
Mike Bundy being passed by Midnight.
Enough? to Honey Badger.
Ooh, Kushtor running up on the gravel. He's hit. Bullet Boy. I don't think there's any damage on the car, but now he's going to be under pressure from Laserlord. Laserlord looking to pass him sooner rather than later. DRS has now been enabled as we are on the third lap of the race.
While Sam is trying to overtake Honey Badger, and that's gone right, I think. Still fighting into the fourth corner, but that went all good. Honey Badger to P5, Sam to P4. And what has happened between Kush?
Kush is now just getting his power back up. Look at Bullet Boy now. Round the outside, a curve de grande on James Braden. Brilliant move there.
And he is in front now, into P12. On his medium tires.
Look at Pete Walters, he's already gapped 1.6 seconds on 3 laps.
He is so fast today. Also the gap between Gio and Sam, already 2 seconds. Midnight going to get very close on Vin.
A DRS train is forming. Verstappen is actually closer to Honey Badger than
I can see
Vin
that in
is...
front of this fight.
Oof. That chicane is terrifying.
There's 3-second penalty on Nicomania. Midnight will try it already on Vin. He is not waiting for it, he will try it into the corner. That's not the best overtaking opportunity, of course, because Vin will have his slipstream now, not the DRS. DRS will be for Midnight, I think. But they will both have DRS, of course.
To the inside line with DRS is going to protect him against Verstappen's charge. Verstappen's going to try and get up underneath him, but
then
didn't happen.
He doesn't do it while Midnight goes in front of Raikkonen. Midnight already in P7, so he had a very good start.
So Vin is now charging on the back of Verstappen, but look at Honey Badger and Verstappen himself. They're so close together. This battle might get a lot more spicy as the race goes on.
Someone a little bit wide, so there was a little bit of gravel onto the track, but nothing worse, so that's all fine.
At what point do you see the soft runners pitting though?
Midnight having DRS on Verstappen, 4 tenths between them. Can he get close enough to try and overtake him during the last part of the track?
Gaps are forming a lot.
They're all in one screen. It's very cool to see that everyone within 1 second of each other, and that is Monza, I think. Everyone close to each other, overtaking each other every lap again. It's difficult to get away.
Mike Bundy, here we go. He's going to make a move on Vin to the inside line. He's going to pull. What could he do as he does brake later than Vin?
And that's
a
easy move for him.
It is. Gasly drops behind chain game, so the racing points are not having a good day today.
No, they haven't.
It's funny because this whole train behind Sem has really let the top 3 get away, but they're not even within fighting distance. Honey Badger's in trouble! Honey Badger off the track!
I saw that. I think he went pushed wide during a battle. Not sure of it, of course, because I was not spectating him at the moment that happened, but I saw it in front of me with his Halloween helmet.
Spooky, scary Honey Badger in the car.
Well, Bullet Boy is now the closest on track to his guy in front. 3 tenths behind Vin. Can he try and overtake him?
Midnight's got a run on Verstappen. Midnight's got a big run on Verstappen.
He's waiting till the last straight. Oh, he's going very wide there. Midnight having overspeed on Verstappen, that will be an easy move, I think. Although Verstappen will brake late. We already saw that a few times this race. But that's too much speed, of course, of Midnight. Going easily in P5.
What
Midnight started on P11, already on P5. That's crazy. On the mediums. Look like the mediums are already better than softs. It's crazy.
At what point do we see the red wall soft tyres pitting for a different compound? James Braden under pressure from Kush. Kush to the inside, he's been forced a little bit to the outside, and he had to brake late and let Braden through. Wow. This is close racing today as Laserlock gets passed by Nick. Bullet Boy is pressurising Mike Bundy, and Mike Bundy's soaking up the pressure like a pressure washer. That wasn't going anywhere, was it?
I don't think it was.
Bullet Boy's got the run though.
The front already. Very big.
They really are.
Bullet Boy now very close to Mike Bundy. Trying to make his move to P8. Can he do it this lap? Bullet Boy with DRS. Bundy also has DRS. It will be a close one, I think. Both of them will... No, he... Oh, he does try it. That's a late try. Bundy doesn't give up his place. And defense very good, I think. That was a clean defense from Mike Bundy.
Vin passed by Honey Badger. One car between the Renault teammates now. In all of this, Sem's been passed by Midnight.
Bullet Boy just gonna try it again on Mike Bundy. Braking late. This is not a good...
Whoa.
And now he does it. He just throws his car in front.
That was an aggressive move. Is Mike Bundy's title starting to come off?
Yeah, I think it. And look to Midnight, already P4. How fast is that man going?
He's got a rocket ship in that car, and it's not
what is
Alex
wrong
Albon.
with Honey Badger? Already down to P10 now. Really struggling with a soft tires, I think.
Well, he did get forced out wide.
Oh yeah, that's of course.
Verstappen, oh, there's lag. Might just be on my end, but Verstappen so close to 7 now.
Yeah, it is. Sam also close to Midnight, but he will be under pressure first of Verstappen, who also is doing a very good job. Made up 3 places, and this will be the 4th place, I think.
Is he going to try 2?
I don't think he will try that.
He thought about it.
He surely thought about it, but Midnight was too far away to try it.
Ooh, Vin tapping Honey Badger. Gasly and Chain Game Wow going side by side into Curve de Grande. So, Chain Game Wow was dropped behind Gasly now. Gasly under attack though, as Chain Game is going to try on the brakes. No, Gasly brakes much later. Chain Game deciding he doesn't want to make a move on the Greek driver in front.
And Sam is still trying to fight with Verstappen. Only 3
the softs going off. I think the softs are going off.
Softs are going off very fast.
I mean, the gap at the top is stabilised, but Verstappen's still going faster.
Verstappen is going really fast, just like Midnight. But now I think Verstappen will try a move on Midnight, but he also has to look behind from Sam. Verstappen only 2 tenths behind Midnight now. Midnight losing his back, so that will be an easy move for Verstappen then, going into P4. But Midnight will try and take that position over again. I think this will be a close one.
What can he do to the inside line? He looks, but
and
no
he doesn't
movement.
try it. He's very smart. That was smart to adjust. Now he can maybe do it. A bad exit from Verstappen. Trying it.
Braden and Kushtor side by side. Braden through.
Will Midnight try and make a move on Verstappen? I don't think that will be a good one. No, he doesn't try it. That's the smartest thing he could do.
He's faster through the slower speed corners, isn't he?
He is faster, but I don't think he is fast enough on the straights to really try and overtake Verstappen.
We shall see, because he's straight here.
Now he will be.
Whoa!
Verstappen without DRS. Now Midnight will take over P4 again. But now Verstappen can take DRS again on Midnight. And that's the thing of Monza. If you overtake someone, he will overtake you during the next couple of seconds.
Vin is making a move on Honey Badger now to the inside line of Parabolica. He's going to try and hold it, and he does hold it. That's when dropping behind him. But I think Vin's going to be under. Oh no! Honey Badger out! He's braking! He's caught it. In this though, the soft tyres have gone off. Gio
Soft tyres
pitting,
aren't good.
Verstappen in and Sem
Oh,
in.
and
Loads of
he
drivers
didn't
in.
have any damage, but now he has, and he is very mad now.
He is. Has he
Oh,
continued
that's
on?
not good. That's not good.
Oh no, angry,
He is
upset,
angry.
Tom.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
Yeah,
Look,
and he crashed out
yeah.
himself.
No, he hasn't crashed himself out yet. He's
But
still
he
got
is
time.
trying, I think.
I think he's no. I don't think he is. His tyres are lit up, so he's trying to
that's
control the car.
also
He's not running
possible.
any traction control. And oh, no one needs that speed limit sign anyway.
That sucks for him.
Yeah,
And he
he's
is out of the
retired,
race.
so he has retired himself. Obviously, I don't think any of that was on purpose with that.
No.
I think it was down to his tyres
Yeah.
being just worn to hell.
Now Bullet Boy is in P4, made up 11 places, starting P50, now P4. In lap 10, that's crazy.
Whoa, my Bundy's lost it! My Bundy losing it into the infield of
the other
Ascari!
Renault. The other Renault.
He's gonna get it turned around! Honey Badger's left the section.
Both Renaults lost their car.
Oh!
Oh yeah,
He
that
caught
soft
the rear.
tires are really done, it's unbelievable.
They are dead.
That's zero grip or something. Well, Medium Pilot and P. Wouters are in the pit at the same moment.
P. Walters already has been serviced. He's out now. Is he going to lose any time to Media Pilot Williams pit lane? Well, they're normally quick. Has he gained time? I think he's lost a bit of time.
I don't know, it was 2.5 seconds that he was behind. And now it is 2 point. Oh, there will be cars between them. There will be two cars between them. And that's a very good move from P. Wouters then. A very good pit stop from McLaren.
My Bundy carried on.
Yeah, I don't think that was the smartest thing you can do there.
Gio trying to the outside.
Yeah, Gio now trying.
Oh
and
god, that car's so skaty.
Made up a place with his pit stop.
He has jumped Medium Pilot. That's a remarkable run for the Frenchman.
That's very good, well done.
The rear end of that Renault is completely unstable.
That's not the smartest thing he could do. He better pit it, because now holding up Medium Pilot will try and overtake him here. With DRS, that should be a very easy move for him.
Nice slingshot move for Pilot. Current race leader is Midnight.
Bundy isn't defending that hard. That's good from him. Well, the chain game now trying to overtake Laserlord for P6. Already doing it here. Laserlord is defending.
Vin has pitted. Who's on the run though? They're going to be side by side the whole way down the straight. The two Italian teams now. Who's got the DRS? It is going to be Laserlord himself. Fighting now into turn one.
That's a
what can the Toro Rosso do?
Well, Mike Bundy gets penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, chain game.
And it's Laserlord leading, whereas yellow
Mike's
in
out.
sector 3.
It's Mike. Mike Bundy's out in pit lane.
He retired then. Both Renault retired. It really looks like they both didn't have any grip or something.
They really didn't.
Well, Midnight now is leading this race. We're around a second ahead of Bullet Boy. But
so Tom's saying, okay.
No,
I've got an interesting comment from Honey Badger. He said that he had a puncture in the final corner.
Oh, I didn't saw that, to be honest.
No, nor did I. So I can only apologise. I will actually look back at the stream and see if I can see that.
I don't think it wasn't on screen. Gio gets a penalty now. That's not good. And P. Wouters now in P6, overtaking the chain game. And already close to Laserlord too. The top 4 didn't, the top 5 sorry, didn't make a pit stop yet. So if they all pit, P. Wouters will take over the lead again of this race. And now he is in P5 again.
A left rear puncture for Honey Badger, by the looks of that.
Yeah, I apologize, and I didn't saw that. I thought he was frustrated a little bit because he didn't
it's okay.
get a good move. Well, chain game now trying to overtake Laserlord. Can he do that? No, he don't know if you guys. I can hear you. I don't know if you hear me.
No, I can hear you now. Good.
Okay.
Okay.
I lagged out of the session, so sorry everyone. I'm trying to
Have you
rejoin
lagged
it
out?
now. Yeah, I lagged out.
Shit. Okay.